Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming with more Hearts of Iron for La Résistance, playing as the French Empire. We just finished off the stragglers from the Allies after defeating our old enemy Britain. We were able to take out the Allies. Canada has fallen, Australia has fallen, South Africa. New Zealand was a coward and refused to join the war, but that's beside the point. So now we get to devour all of them, and I do have the lion's share of the war score, so I should get a lot of land out of this arrangement. I do want to make sure that I puppet Canada and Australia before the Germans do, just to make sure that I get all of that land. I don't want them taking anything if at all possible. I also want to make sure that we take some good land here in Iberia, because I need factories. Very badly, I need factories. So if I can just take some stuff here, that'd be great. That's all I can take at the moment. All right, fine, I guess. I don't... Well, hang on. How do I want to do this? He's likely going to want to take land that is connected to Gibraltar. Like, if I take this first, is he just not going to want to take anything? Or is he just going to take it somewhere else? Probably, but let's keep in mind, I'm going to be fighting the Germans in the near future. So, if at all possible, I should make sure that his units are as split up as possible so that I get the advantage and I can take him out. Let's go ahead and clear out a little bit of border gore in a couple areas. Just so I control more of Africa and stuff. I don't know, it's fun. What would be of strategic value? They're going to spend a lot of their time fighting over Greece. Or rather, the Italians are going to try to take it. Yeah. Okay, that's all I can take at the moment. That's fine, though. And turn. He is taking territory in Africa. I do not want him taking the chromium in Africa. So I'll pass and then take this. He can have the rest of this, though. I don't really care. The big thing is that I get Iberia. So I don't have to fight him there later. You know what I mean? I'm going to pass, pass, pass. They're taking more territory in Greece. That's fine. Pass. I don't think Germany wants anything else at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and take the coastline to make sure I've surrounded this properly. And I don't think he's going to take anything if I've done that. So that's good. I will also puppet Portugal to take over their fleet, and they're banished to these islands. How's that sound? And then I will cut him off here, I guess. And I'll go to Australia and start feeding them their land back. Okay, see, Germany's taking land up here, and I don't like that. So let's make sure we feed this to our vassal, who, by the way, if they are released as non-aligned, I believe are going to be called the Emu Empire. So, like, legitimately, we're going to have an Emu Empire game. All right, so I'm taking the rest of the territory in Africa, so he's not getting any of that. I might want to puppet Spain and leave them with this island, but I don't know if Germany's going to let me do that. They may or may not. Pass, pass, pass. Take all states from Portugal, I guess. Take, 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 take. And then puppet right here. Okay, so I get basically the entire Iberian Peninsula. I get most of Africa. Germany took a little land down here, but oh well. Germany took some land in Indonesia, but they're probably not going to get to defend that at all, so we should be able to use the vassals I've got down here to just take it from them. So if we're careful, we could probably take all of this. And he didn't get anything extra down here in Spain, which means that leaves him with only Gibraltar. If we can surround that and beat them down, we can kick him out of Spain and then focus all my effort up here in the German Reich. When the time comes to betray them, which who knows, that could come anytime soon. I had talked about possibly attacking the United States, but I don't think that we can win that. We're at a stage of the game where the United States gets pretty strong, and they will continue to ramp up in power as time goes on. I don't think we're ever going to be able to do anything against them. At least not until I get a heck of a lot more breakthrough than I currently have. So how are we going to deal with the Axis? Well, I guess it all depends on when they plan on attacking the Soviets. If we're very lucky, they are not going to be attacking the Soviets anytime soon. If we're very unlucky, they go for it right away, and I don't have enough time to actually build up any of my equipment, and my production suffers for it. That would suck. What we want to do, I think, is probably... What we want to do probably is let the forts do what they are originally designed to do. That is to say, we set up a fallback line along the forts with the intention of letting the Germans throw themselves against my forts and hopefully exhaust themselves while I look for anywhere else to attack and win. That's what I hope for. We don't have enough forts here, so let's build this up to level 7. Yeah, this is all forted up properly, so we're good to go there. Probably need a couple extra fort levels here and here, just because they can use the land connection to try and cross the river there. Need a little bit more here, here, and here. Definitely should be building up forts. We need to be building up more forts against Italy, because I want them to exhaust themselves here as well. And that should be sufficient, I hope. All right. So let's change your color up. You're going to be yellow. All of you are assigned up here. You're still going to be trying to fight over Scotland. So you all have front lines. We have a bunch of offensive units that have no idea where to go yet. I could try to counterattack Germany. I'm just questioning where I could best do that. The rivers are difficult. I could try setting up over here and try pushing down in this direction. And depending on how many troops he's got at the beginning of this war, that could be doable. I don't think I'm going to be able to cross this at all. He's got a lot of forts and good rivers. I could try to pummel Italy, which is actually a very enticing idea to me, because if I can knock Italy out, that makes it a lot easier for me to control things. So go from, let's say, here to just outside of Rome, and see if quite possibly we can surround his capital and start bleeding Italy to death. Knock them out of the picture and hold back the Germans while the Soviets try to get their act together. We burn through Germany's equipment and then try to jump in there while we can. Maybe. It also might be that taking Italy is only going to make it so that Germany has a new way to attack us and beat us down. I have no idea. But, I mean, it's an idea. It's something we can do. I'm, again, really hoping that the Germans are not going to be able to land in force. But, I mean, who knows what's really going to happen there. I don't like how you have to escape out of this in order to actually select everything you want. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sign here. Boom. All right. So we're landing 24 offensively based divisions here against Italy directly at their capital. Maybe I don't want to take Rome, actually.
Attention.
In fact, I definitely don't. We want to land here. Yes. The reason why is if I surround Rome, I can potentially cut off his ability to supply his troops. So they just start bleeding to death as long as I hold basically hold a barricade around Rome. Barricade's not the right word. A siege. There we go. A siege. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So red, I'll give you guys planning bonuses. Well, wait, you have a fallback line, so that won't do any good. Charles de Gaulle. I don't know. But I got corrected on that one, saying, you still messed it up. And that's entirely possible, and I apologize. Let's see. We need to set up some troops here. And troops here. I will split some of these guys up. Fighting in Africa is always a bit of a quagmire, but I'd like to kick these guys out. You guys are going to set up over here. We'll try to start pushing these guys back. Apply pressure in the right areas. I definitely want to set up some troops around Gibraltar, though. But I don't have a lot of troops to spare. We need to train up more. What can I do? We could train up some motorized, and that could be good. Give you guys some engineers or something. That could be helpful. I don't usually give these guys motorized artillery. They just exist to fill the front line. So I'm okay with this. Let's train up a few of these, I think. Let's just go for 6 for now. I don't want to use up all my equipment. How are we looking on equipment, actually? We're very low. We need a lot more guns and stuff. I don't think I can really focus too much effort on tanks. Much as I would like to, I don't think that's going to go well for me. Because we just don't have enough. What I may actually want to do is go ahead and create a 40 combat with offensive division. That could be good. Maybe. So if I do this, I can get at least a couple more artillery in here. Maybe some more anti-tank if possible. And then we give you a bit more infantry. Actually, I can pull one of you off and replace that with another artillery. And then a couple of infantry like so. That's 40 organization, 50 piercing, pretty decent defense, okay breakthrough and soft attack. It's not outstanding, but it's okay. If I then also gave you signal companies, we'd have to use some motorized and some more support equipment. But they get extra initiative, which lets it reinforce into battle faster and also get more planning bonuses. I'm going to say that that's not important right now. Question. Oh, wait, let's change your icon so I don't forget you. Do I have any anti-air? No. It looks like I never built any anti-air, so I definitely don't want to add that as a support company. Okay. Well, let's set you guys up. We probably should train a few of these, but I can only do 4 at the moment. The lack of equipment is going to really hurt if we're not careful. We did take 36 states. We do need to worry a lot about our resistance. I'm probably going to have to move you guys over here now. We have a lot of resistance in Madrid for some reason. Well, let's try for something like this, I guess. Sure. Burn that down the best we can. Let's go ahead and upgrade our agency. We can go for perhaps the radio interception group and start getting some more decryption power. Could use that. Definitely need a lot more military factories. If we build up a bit more infrastructure, we could get a lot. But let's build factories here, here, and here. Let's go for... I really would not mind getting some more radar, but I don't know if I can use that. Radar down here is actually helpful because it gives me vision of Italy. So I'll make that a higher priority, actually. Anti-air and stuff would be nice. There's a lot of things I'd like to do, but not a lot that I can do. I'm not confident, honestly. Germany has a war goal against the Soviets. They can use it at any point. And even though we denied them all the factories of France, I am fairly confident they can win that war pretty quickly. There's no point in decrypting anything right now. I have nothing to decrypt. I don't know. I don't feel good about this. I feel like my production is still grossly behind. Now, granted, I'm trying to get rid of the worker shortage, which will increase my factory output. There are focuses I'm going to work on right now to try and get myself a lot more production value out of the factories that I already have, but is it going to be enough? That is the real big question. We also don't have enough equipment going to our garrisons either. Like, I want to get that under control too. You know what I mean? What we could do is ignore the compliance and just start being a bit more aggressive and putting these guys down. We could do that. At least in Africa, nothing matters. Britain stuff mostly looking okay. We have an organized resistance, which is a problem. Yeah, we don't have anywhere near enough compliance with all this. Local police force would be helpful in the sense I don't need as much for a garrison. It would not help me much with compliance, but it would at least reduce the resistance target amount, and hopefully we can break the resistance down. I don't know if it would work, though. So let's take a look at our navies. I'm going to go ahead and stop what you're doing there. What we definitely want to do is we'll have patrols and stuff down here in Italy. But for now, let's go dock all of you up. All right. How about all of you go over here then? Not too sure what's going on. Got a few submarines and stuff, but most of my ships are not upgraded. They're not particularly valuable to me. So they'll be weak. They'll be really, really, really weak. Where are my 6 divisions that are supposed to be up here?
Gardez vos rangs. Parez.
That's a good question. I don't still have 24 divisions over here, do I?
Parez.
Get over here. No, they're joining in a totally different garrison order. It's confused. Okay. Hang on. That's the case. Then I need to make sure I set up a different one. See, I'm glad I noticed that. Because that could have turned into something real ugly.
Aux ordres.
Get at least 60 guys up over here. Okay. So there we go. So that's looking pretty decent. Just lacking equipment at the moment. Only producing 50 guns is nowhere near enough. It's honestly embarrassing. Well, there we go. 111 now. Hey. Where's my navy? Go somewhere else. Don't go to Italian lands. That's ridiculous. You guys go here. Dock up, repair, whatever it takes. I don't care. So how are we looking in terms of a naval invasion? It's going to be a little while. It's saying that we don't have any planning bonus, and that's because I'm allied to Italy, so it doesn't think that I can do anything. But that'll change eventually. Let's go for some more of our decryption bonuses, so I can actually decrypt anything that matters. We can take a look at decryption and just see what we can work on. So, like, let's say the United States. It would take 2,000 days. 2,000 days to decrypt. Wow, that is rough. I am not a fan of that. Okie smokes.
Écoutez.
Can we get any more traits on anything I care about? What about Charles de Gaulle? Charles de Gaulle, sorry, whatever. Ambusher, that'll work. You're defensive. I like that. More entrenchment bonuses and stuff. Very helpful.
Attention.
Let's train our units and try to get them back up to being regulars. That 25% bonus could make a difference. Germany, I'm going to request just nicely that you don't declare war on the Soviets for a while. Give me a chance to rebuild and start building up my forts and whatever else. I mean, as soon as his troops have redeployed, I think he's going to go for it. I'm almost positive he's going to go for it. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll try, dang it. These guys are already fully trained. These guys are mostly doing okay. All right. Yeah, if I don't get these guns and stuff sorted, I don't know how we're going to handle this. Like, I want to train more troops, but it doesn't do you a lot of good. Why are these guys... Oh, they're training. Never mind. It doesn't do you a whole lot of good if you can't supply the troops you've already got. You're just going to suffer so many freaking penalties. I really like the idea of trying to do a naval invasion and surround Rome and bleed Italy to death. They'll basically just be taking attrition and surround in all of their territory. All their troops will start dying off. It's going to make it easier for me to conquer the rest of Africa. Easier to take over all of Italy and Greece and Yugoslavia. I am a little bit worried about Hungary and Romania. They are both part of the Axis as well. If I thought there was enough democratic support, we could try to actually push them back. Or, sorry, swing them back to democratic and try to get them to leave the Axis. Oh, there's the war. All right, so it has officially begun. I am going to leave the faction before any of my guys can get called in. And we are going to start fabricating a claim against you. For Luxembourg, I guess. Why not? Now, he's going to be really upset about that, and he's going to immediately start trying to send his troops after me, but oh well. So we are decrypting. It's going to take 330 days. We should probably also decrypt in Italy. Hungary and Romania. I don't really see a... Oh, yeah, the more you're decrypting, the longer all of them take. So if you focus efforts, you're faster. Okay, so forget them. Forget Italy. The Germans are what matter here. We do want to decrypt as fast as we can. We need to pull our spies off. I'll set up some in Italy just so we have some vision of what's going on. Set up over here. And then set up in Brandenburg. Try building up some spy networks. I don't know what we're going to do with it, though. It's very difficult to have enough spies to actually accomplish, like, anything in this game. It really, really is. I can't train any more troops until I get more guns.
Écoutez. ordres.
You need so many spies to conduct operations and maintain a meaningful spy network. So many. I don't think Germany has kept anything in Gibraltar. It's hard to tell for sure.
Écoutez.
I'm going to send just a couple units over here real
Gardez
quick.
vos rangs.
I think we can hold off Italy as things stand, but I just want to make sure we have a couple units over here to actually try and grab Gibraltar, just to make sure that nothing happens. Encouraging immigration is done. Good. So that gives me more factory output and solves my manpower problems. Now we're going to go for economic devolution. And that should get me even more factory production. Do I just deploy these guys immediately, or do I try to train them at all? I mean, I don't like that they're going to be green, but I don't know if we can really wait.
Écoutez.
You guys need to stop training. So are you guys... Insufficient naval supremacy. Are you guys actually working on your plan? It looks like you can. Did they already finish? They might have. Let's move planes over here. We're going to be going for the air superiority as well as the naval bombing. Also, I should probably split these guys up into different groups. I don't know if this is still the case, but there was a time when splitting up your fighters into smaller groups was more efficient for your air superiority missions. That might have also been true for, like, tactical bombers and stuff, too. I don't remember if that's the case anymore, but that used to be a thing. So we mostly want to be doing things like naval strike, port strike, etc., air superiority, try to gain intelligence of the region. Okay. My navy, all of you, can go on patrol and such. You're actually partly repairing right now. How are we doing on repairs? Making progress. This destroyer actually took critical damage. Heavy fires. Ouch. Well, we're repairing that. Glad to have that done. Okay, looks like our entire navy has been repaired. Well, that's good. So, we can tell you guys not to be on hold anymore. Go patrol in both of these areas. So my question is, yes, we do have current naval supremacy, which makes sense. We're not at war. But, even so, this is a good sign. What I will want to do is swap my navy over to convoy escort. Maybe not this second, though. I don't want to use up my fuel. In fact, if anything, we actually should be trading for more fuel with the United States. So I can actually build up some reserves that matter. Planes, you guys aren't doing anything at the moment, and that's perfectly fine. I don't want to do any air training with you. We should get planning bonuses wherever possible.
Gardez vos rangs.
I'm going to tell these guys to all stop training. Nice as it would have been to have a lot more regulars, I can't afford to continue using up all the equipment. Okay. So, Germany does have some troops in Gibraltar.
Gardez vos
If I can kill these guys quickly,
rangs. Attention.
then that would be ideal, because then I don't have to worry about them. 3 guys may not be able to handle a German tank, but 6, all surrounding, probably could. And I just want to do that mostly for my own sanity. Alright, still lacking the infantry equipment. I really wish I could just buy some or something. That would be great. Maybe I need to cancel one of these tank divisions. I don't have enough equipment for them anyway at the moment. There we go, we can reinforce a little bit faster there. So when do we want to attack the Germans? I mean, I'm working on a war goal. And it's going to be done in 3 days. And the sooner I attack them, probably the better, in the sense that the Soviets are going to get beat on if we don't. I'm concerned that this isn't even enough defensive troops, to be honest. He can pull all of his tanks over here and still break through these lines, even if I have built a lot of forts. That's not a priority. Get rid of the infrastructure. I mean, we've got level 8 forts in a lot of places. Luxembourg is done. We haven't got enough forts here. Oh, wait. We don't need this fort. This is protected, right? I think it is. That does not look like Luxembourg joins up here. So I shouldn't be building this at all, actually. We do have a lot of level 8 forts going up. the Germans may not even want to attack me at all. My question is, how are we looking in the Alpine regions? Still got a ways to go in Savoy. But if we can just hold the line, it's okay. If I can land over here, we're okay. So do we go for it? Do we just declare the war now? Or do I wait a little bit longer? The longer we wait, the harder it's going to be for the Soviets. Right now, the Germans have actually left some open lines. I could actually run in here right now and do some stuff. But that would mean that I have to lose my forts. We can always use it as a fallback line, right? Do we just go for it and try to take as much as I can now and see if we can get the advantage behind this river? Yes, I think we do. All right. I need to call in all of my little vassals. Let's do that now. Why does everyone else join immediately, but Spain is the only one who's like, can you give me a second to think about it? I don't really know why. All right, Soviets. So they haven't lost anything. They've already lost 335,000 manpower, though. So if we want to, right now, we can run in here and try to take some territory. Gonna pin you down and move you in here and try to grab his fort. Gonna pin you all down and have you push across this river and grab this fort. Let's see if you can actually just attack this and win. Italy's gonna be called in just a moment. All of you are gonna be attacking in Gibraltar. I'm gonna have you guys attack, you guys attack. Let's just try to clear out as much of Germany as possible. He hasn't left much over here. Why are all of you guys not actually assigned to this? Did I mess this up? Sure as heck looks like I did. I don't think he has a... Oh, he has a port. Okay, hang on. If we can grab this port, this just means that I can control this easily. Okay, that's fine. You guys, I don't think he grabbed anything, so go grab his port. Then we can send all of our troops over here to try and counter Italy when they eventually get called in, which should be any second. Up over here, the English should get involved pretty soon, but let's try to punch through best we can. And I think I am going to just go ahead and deploy these guys. And send all of them to yellow. For now. It's a safe place for them to fight and gain some experience. I want to clear this out quickly so I can redeploy my troops elsewhere. Okay, so Italy has been called in. Good. Then we take our navy. All of you go to convoy escort mode. And we launch the naval invasion and pray to God that this works. Okay, so we're being attacked over here. I may need to reroute at least a couple of fighters and whatnot to do close air support and air superiority. Because I do not want to risk losing my Alpine forts right now. If that happens, I'm in trouble. I think we might be able to hold them back. So the launch has begun. We are pushing them out of Gibraltar. Sort of. I say that, and that is not looking especially great, is it? Lend-Lease from the Americans. Yes, give me your guns. Join Comintern. Tempting, but no, because I don't want to lose the annexation war goal that I can get in that area, or if I join a faction with the Axis. Looks like we immediately jumped in on this fort, actually. You guys should go grab this fort, too. Freaking heck, dude. Just, yeah, grab forts. Grab them all. Orange, I'm just going to go ahead and say that your fallback line, though, is at the Maginot Line. Just in case this goes really badly for me, I want you to have a place to retreat and entrench.
Attention.
So I don't like that he's going somewhere. Yeah, he's going to pin me there so I can't go anywhere, but that's why we have these guys going through Luxembourg. Deny them some factories, I guess. I don't know. Anything you can. I'm going to have one of you guys go over here. Let's see if I can actually get a small surround on somebody. They're no longer winning this fight. That's good. Okay, Venezuela joins. That's unfortunate. Lend-Lease, more guns. Sure, non-aggression pact with some Chinese non-aggression, non-aligned. That's fine. So can I land here in Italy and just surround Rome? Bohemia immediately died. No surprises there at all. He's going to start pushing in here, but I don't think he's going to want to attack me. Still working on reinforcing a few more forts. Yellow, I'm going to go ahead and tell you to go. You should just go ahead and keep pushing. They don't have much over here. Okay, Norway is going to take over the rest of the territory over here, which sucks, but oh well. The British Reserve Fleet's going to get dislodged. I don't care. It's trying to attack me over here. Okay, now we have some forts to worry about. If I push any further forward than this, we may have some trouble, but if I can get to the river, maybe I can make something work. Especially if I get over here, these guys will be surrounded in the fort. Get up to the river, guys. Freaking get up to the river. Take his forts. That's a huge advantage if you can do it. Okay, he's pinned down over here. That's a good sign. These guys are still sitting in their fallback position, but all right. So we have landed. You guys need to go grab the docks immediately and try to set up in the mountains up over here. We do not want to take Rome. We just want to scare him away. Okay, more stuff taken. Good. You guys go around here. Let's try getting up to Ancona. The ABC Republic. I don't even know who that is. We still have not finished these guys off down here, which I find very annoying. Frickin' tanks, dude. Okay, now that we are landing here, I don't think I need all of these planes. So what we can do is take some of you guys, and we'll try to get some air superiority here in southern Iberia and make this work. Somehow. At the very least, we can keep them contained, right?
Attention.
All right, so this is all going to get cleared out. He's deploying more troops in Africa.
Gardez vos rangs.
Well, the goal has to be to get to his port so he has no supplies. Italy is going to be pushing in eastern Africa. Nothing I can do about that at the moment. Just don't lose ground in Italy. He's sending a lot of troops over here against me. A lot of troops. These guys are landing. Done. Good. Okay, quickly, before he gets any more support. Keep these guys out of here. He's got no morale. This is it. We're going to surround Rome. Okay, Rome is surrounded. Now what I do, I'm trying to think this through. I'm try-harding this a little bit, but I do not want to mess this up. What I do is I tell all of you guys, you're assigned here. I want you to stick to your original goal and orders, but yes, all of you guys entrench here. I guess we could try setting up in Livorno and take another port from him. But with this gone, with Rome surrounded, I think all of his supply generation has been cut off. We can test that right here by looking at Paris. So the way that this works, if you haven't seen it, I know we're out of time, but if you haven't seen this, the way this works is your capital is what supplies everything, and you need to have a good route from your capital to wherever you are deploying your troops and get them supplied, right? So by surrounding his capital, he technically cannot supply any more of his troops. He may have a lot of production going for him, but if he can't supply any guns, what does it matter? So at this point, as long as we can hold this line, Italy will start bleeding to death. And eventually we'll be able to destroy them. Heck, I don't even know if they can recover their morale very well. They'll just be taking lots of attrition. So this is where I'm saying what we need to be doing here is just holding off the Germans while we obliterate Italy, if at all possible. I'm going to continue trying to push to these rivers just because that's a huge advantage. Construction tech is done. Good timing there. Let's go for some more production, I guess. But this is a solid start. I mean, we've got a good line here for the Germans. I wanted to get this. If I can somehow push him out of here, then I could take this area of the river, and that would be a huge advantage against his tanks. Huge advantage against his tanks. And then I'll build forts and whatever else it takes just to hold this area and pray that the Soviets get their act together and be useful in some way. Hello. Where the frick did you come from? Whatever, it's fine. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.